Over 2,000 people died from road crashes last year. This figure is a little less than the record of the previous years. There's, however, been a rise in the number of cases of injuries, with more than 15,000 injuries recorded per the latest statistics released by the National Road Safety Authority. We'll be speaking to the authority for further details on these figures. But first, let's take a look at the rest of the statistics released. And there you have a trend of road crashes in Ghana between 2001 and 2003. And you would realize that, there's been a decrease in numbers slightly. If you look at from 2021, where you had 16,182, now decreasing to 14,960 in 2022, giving you a 7.55% decrease, and further decreasing to 14,135 in 2023, giving you an additional 5.51% decrease. Now look at the deaths in the crashes, same period, and it's still coming down, because if you look at 2021, you're looking at 2,970 deaths. Come to 2022 and it's giving you 2,373. That's about 20.1% decrease in deaths. And then it's further decreased in 2023 to 4.08%, which is 2,276 deaths. Definitely there's a decrease, but more can be done. That's what we'll be talking about with the Director General of the National Road Safety Authority, David Adonting, who has joined me right now. I'm grateful for your time, David. These figures don't look good anyway, but at least they are better than those in 2021, 2022. I want you to walk us through what the contributing factors are. Do we have David Adonting? Yes, yes.
To all Ghanaians and all our listeners, we are highly grateful for today, giving this opportunity to share with Ghanaians what is happening on our roads. I wish every Ghanaian a happy new year. Indeed, the statistics, as you said, we are seeing consistent decline of all the CIDs, the figures we call the crashes, the injuries, and the deaths. We're recording in excess of 2,000 deaths in a year. It is not something that we will say is very good for all of us, because even one death is too many for us. But if you see a decline in over the years regarding the crashes, the injuries, and the deaths, it tells a story. It gives some motivation that we can do more if we really put our interventions together and intensify what we are doing. What it means is that something good, something practical, something effective is on the ground, and it is working positively to inure the benefits of Ghanaians and all road users. Over the past number of years, 10 years, 20 years, and beyond, we are not seeing this level of decline consistently until recently, from 2021, that we have seen this decline emerging. In recent times, the National Road Safety Authority, together with the media, including the multimedia, started a certain campaign which we said Arrive Alive, Drive Safe, and Now Stay Alive. This campaign is yielding positive results because we are able to use the media to run a mass campaign across the country, sensitizing all Ghanaians about the risk of using the road, whether you're a driver, a passenger, a pedestrian, a motorcyclist, a cyclist, and what have you. I believe that 3 years down the line, the effect of and the impact of this Stay Alive, Arrive Alive, and Drive Safe campaign is now yielding positive results, which means that people are listening to us. They are beginning to change their behavior, which was the ultimate objective of the campaign. Now, beyond the campaign, we must also say that we have gotten the best of enforcement from our wins as far as traffic enforcement is concerned, and that is the Ghana Police Service. In recent times, we know how the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Jampare, has himself initiated a lot of enforcement initiatives that are coming in to complement the efforts of the National Road Safety Authority in terms of campaigns. We have also seen a couple of interventions from the engineering fraternity, in which case, if you look at between Accra to Kumasi, there are certain areas that they have started dualizing, especially between Nsawam and Abuja, where we used to record a number of the crashes, usually the head-on. All these have been eliminated. So I think that with the intensive education and sensitization, the advocacy on the part of the National Road Safety Authority in collaboration with the media, supported by the enforcement and the engineering activities, we are seeing this positive result. And as I always say, it is not by way of a magic or a miracle. It is intervention. It is practical on the ground. And if we continue to enhance it, we do more. We believe that in the coming years we're going to see some more reductions as we wish.
Well, the case of increasing male fatalities remains same. What has been the challenge with getting men to drive safely on the road?
You see, dealing with traffic accidents or crashes, as we always say, is not an easy task. I think we must all recognize that fact. The fact that we are challenged by the number of vehicles on our roads, they keep increasing. But currently, we are recording no less than 10% increases in vehicle population every year. We are also recording human population. Now, the more as a country, the more the number of people, your population grows, the more your vehicle population also grows. It puts you in a situation where if you don't get the necessary resources to intensify your education, engineering, and generally interventions, you have this fighting against you in every effort that you put up across. What it means is that we will continue to have to work very hard, get all the necessary resources, sustain and maintain the kind of education that we are putting across. The police also come in with all the necessary resources to do the enforcement. Our road agencies will also continue to do their lot by dualizing most of our roads to eliminate head-on collisions, which happens to be one of the critical challenges we're facing. And beyond that, we are looking at going beyond the normal manual way of operating into technology. This year, Ghana is going to see a lot of technology deployed for road safety management. For example, the police is coming up with what we call the trafficking. You are going to see less policemen on the road. Rather, you're going to see cameras being deployed in vehicles and also fixed along the road to be monitoring the road 24/7. Any road user, particularly drivers, who flouts the traffic law will be detected using electronic, and then we will have to be forthcoming by way of sending tickets and notices to them, and then they go with and pay some kind of penalties or fines. I think that technology is going to change the dynamic. Much as we are ready to deploy the old systems that we do, we think technology will change the trend. Now, while technology from the police is going to do the enforcement, the National Road Safety Authority is also currently installing devices in some vehicles, especially those that are commercial. With these commercial vehicles, we are going to regulate them, monitor them in traffic 24/7, looking at speeding, wrongful overtaking, and other infractions that will prevent them to even go beyond a certain limit. In this Christmas and the New Year, we focus on speeding. We made it very difficult for drivers to speed beyond the limit. Difficult means that all the cameras I'm talking about were deployed. There are cameras in vehicles that are running with us on the road. They are not the mass police vehicles. And so you will never know the kind of vehicle that is monitoring you. There are cameras that we are planting along the road, which are also doing the detection for us. We believe that some of these interventions are coming to now change the dynamic and make us better off than it is now. People are now going to be made to know that whatever they do on the road, they will be seen because they are being monitored. And we are not going to let them go scot-free because once we detect you, we will find a way of getting you. We are doing a certain testing mechanism which is working perfectly for us. Our system is talking to the DVLA system. We know which vehicle is flouting the law. We know who the owner is and how we can get the owner to be forthcoming by way of sanctioning or paying fines. I think these are ways that we are bringing on board to top up the old system that is already running to make things better for us on our road. I believe that there's going to be a general change of behavior, attitude, in a manner that our road users will now comply with the rules and regulations as far as road traffic laws are concerned. And this is what we do the trick for us.
Great ideas, Mr. Adonte. What's the role of drivers, road users, and the police in ensuring that these goals you've just stated nicely are achieved?
Yes, I think as you just put it, everybody has a role in this. The responsibility of ensuring safety on our roads is not that of one institution, the National Road Safety Authority or the police or the others. It's a collective responsibility. Now, we are making everybody play a very, very significant role in this. Number one, the media, your role has already been specified. And that's exactly what we are doing now. We are going to use the media space to let people know of all these new changes that are coming up. We are also now collaborating very strongly with the road transport operators, the GPRTU, the Brutals, and the rest, who are also now together with us going to conduct pre-departure checks at the lorry terminal. Before a vehicle takes off from the terminal, it should be inspected to see if the vehicle has a valid roadworthy certificate, the driver has a valid driver's license, and then also the vehicle is fit for that purpose of traveling from one place to the other. We are going to ensure that every road transport operator is registered, is known by the National Road Safety Authority. We are going to ensure that all their drivers will also now go through formal training, formal education to warrant them to have a guaranteed service from the DVLA, especially if you want to renew your driver's license or upgrade your driver's license. It will be a requirement that you have demonstrated that you have gone through a certain formal training, show your certificate, and then DVLA will provide you that service of renewing your license or upgrading your license. The transport operators are going to do a lot to support in this direction, while the National Road Safety Authority now regulates them. Now, beyond that, those who belong to the private, who are also a huge problem for the National Road Safety Authority, because they don't belong to any group. For us to have that consistency in engaging them, we are developing a certain strategy for them. And they are the ones that we are going to target more, while we bring in the innovative ideas and so on. We believe that the drivers, for example, will continue to have engagement. We are at the lorry park. We are at any little opportunity that we come across. We are going to engage them. Drivers are going to recognize that they are professionals. They are not just ordinary. We are going to look at how they are even going to be paid in terms of their salary. They have to join the normal workforce. This time, they have told us their challenges. And we are going to also put up a strategy to ensure that they are well protected. We are looking at even their end of service or pension reward, even when they go beyond their limits of driving. So a lot of things are coming up, and these drivers, I believe that when they begin to see that safety is a responsibility of all of us, including them, I am sure they'll be up and doing and help the National Road Safety Authority move forward. I'm
grateful for your time. David Osafo Adonte is Director General of the National Road Safety Authority. Let's take a